welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a spectacular Tuesday. I thought spectacular had a T in it. Terrific Tuesday.
A terrific Tuesday, a thankful Tuesday as we roll into our Thanksgiving week right here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We got Slick on the board. We got a lot of people going virtual. Some people are at home with their families. So sometimes you see 10 people here. We got Slick. We got Slickster running it for us. There you go.
You know what I got?
You got the Beatles.
If I fell in love with you.
If I fell in love with her.
And that is the voice of Ken, the pain in the butt who was taking the phone off the hook this morning. It was Dawn and I doing the show this morning.
By ourselves.
And so I couldn't answer the phone because I wasn't going to get up. And he keeps calling and calling and calling. And it's him. Everybody knows it's him. But isn't this fantastical?
What is that? Was my phone.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't know.
What was that? Now you gave me a heart attack.
That was my phone. What is that, a 45, he said?
That's a great song.
Is that what that's called?
In love with you.
Is that called?
This is the cover to a 45.
Is the 45 in there?
I don't know, Dawn. Let me see. I
it
can't
in
see.
there?
That looks like a 45.
Yes.
It's in there. The 45 is in there.
Okay, that was my question. So it's the cover and the 45.
It's the whole thing.
It's in there. The CD is in there.
Now, do you know this band?
That would be the Beatles.
Do you know who they are?
Is there a date on that? Because look how old that picture is.
1961.
That's a great song.
That's before you were born.
I know, and I knew them.
Pretty amazing.
We have some
Before I was
amazing.
born too.
You're 61 you were born?
Do you know
64.
today would have been John F.
64?
Kennedy Jr.'s
62.
60th birthday?
So I'm
Today?
named,
Oh, I thought that was
I'm
yesterday.
named
Maybe
after
it's
John F. Kennedy.
You are?
My mom.
I thought your name was
He
Kenneth.
was assassinated the year before. When I was born, she named me after Kennedy. Kenny. She loved him more than anything.
Wow.
She cried. Yeah, I'm named after John F. Kennedy.
Well, that's right. His
Would have
last
been
name was
his 60th
Kennedy.
birthday.
Yeah.
I know.
Pretty amazing. I did not realize he was.
Okay, make sure you're talking to your mic because the board
Yeah,
operator was
yeah.
all alone.
How many years it's been since he passed away? He was 39.
I know.
Yeah.
Only-
I
It's
met
been
him in the
that long?
Hamptons a few times.
Did you?
Great guy. He was actually a great guy.
That's what they are. That's what they say. So
Yeah.
happy birthday.
I met him one night with Marilyn Monroe. I'm only kidding.
Wrong JFK.
And you're still here.
And I'm still here to live about it.
Right.
But this is a fantastic piece. We have some memorabilia with
Tina Weiss.
Tina Weiss in studio, and we have some pieces around us. Now, that piece that's behind you, I know the remake in English. This is actually a poster for the Spanish original version.
Django.
German.
Or the
German?
German?
It was German.
Just
That was
talking
the
to your mic.
original from German. It was the original from German, and if you could see the lines in the glass, that's where you know it is original. Because as time had gone on, they perfected the glass. So this was the original Django in the 60s.
Wow.
Now, this particular piece, you saw the remake. Do you remember what the movie was about?
I just remember the remake
a lot
was
of
very
violence.
bloody. Yes.
Thank you, Dawn. Quentin
Tarantino.
Everything.
Because he's crazy.
It was horrifically
Everything's blood
bloody.
everywhere.
What
People
some of
like,
the
what a
movies
great
that
movie.
he made, Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, they're all gory and kind of freaky. He did the other one that was like that shoot up Nazi movie. I don't remember.
He
the
did
name
that
of it.
way. Everything he does
He did
has
that
a lot of
famous
blood.
one. Oh my God, with John Travolta.
Yeah,
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel
Fiction.
Jackson.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, all the blood in that one.
That one that was all blood, and it was like 5 stories in one. You know, he's a little bit nuts. And he also did the
Very creative.
He also did the vampire movie, right, where they go to Mexico and it's on the corner, and they turn into vampires. And the reason I know that is because he had that Spanish hottie on there. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Spanish hottie.
Spanish hottie. Yeah, I'll look it up.
You do that.
It's a fantastic movie, and they turn into vampires, and it's on top of an Inca pyramid at the end of the movie. If you watch it, it's good stuff. But we got, and then this one behind me.
That is an ode to World War II.
But you told me that it was propaganda.
Well, it's considered a propaganda piece, right?
Correct.
Whatever
What
you
does that
consider
mean?
propaganda.
What does that mean? It says they
Well, let
won
me read
the
what
war?
it says.
What does it say?
Uncle Sam keeps your rent down. You must keep your home up. For details on the rent regulations for this area, consult. I guess that is the housing that you and I spoke with, right?
That sounds like the house I live in now.
Yeah. Sounds like now. Tenants' wartime pledge, I guess, was to keep people in their homes during the
I
war.
would keep my landlord's repair bill as
don't
low
go
as
to
possible.
war, stay home. I gotcha. Oh,
Because
that's
this is the
interesting.
least I
Like
can
today.
do in return. Yeah, yep.
That's well, now we can't keep people home. Maybe we should use this to stay home. You lose your house. You can't seem to keep
So it
anybody
means
home.
you're going to take care of your home and keep it safe for your landlord so there won't be excess repairs and keep it in good repair.
Now, the reason that we're bringing all this up is, number one, he has the most unusual memorabilia that I've ever seen, which I love because we're going to sort of play around with it all throughout the gallery. And then the other thing is there's a great cause that's happening December 12th.
Yes, thank you, Freddie, for mentioning that. Thank you, Don, Freddie, and Ken for having me here in the studio. Yes, my organization is called Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. And what we do is unite children from all ethnicities, every race, every color, religion, culture, and special
Tina.
needs through music, dance, and art programs.
Tina,
And I
just
have been-
talking to your mic.
And I've been very
Yeah.
fortunate. I've been very fortunate to have amazing people come and join this mission and vision and cause, because today the children really need help. We need to bring them joy, laughter, and give them hope and inspiration so they can move forward for the next generation. So once again, I'm really blessed to have amazing artists that have come into my life, along with amazing musicians, and another person who has all of this memorabilia that is up for sale that's benefiting Hugs and Smiles so we can move forward with our programs into 2021.
And you have some singers that we're going to try to collaborate because we still haven't opened the studio for music, but you have some singers, you have some artists also.
Correct. And that's what the December 12th evening is going to be. We were supposedly going to be doing a live event 2 weeks ago, which had to be canceled. But instead of calling it the Day of Love, we are now calling it the Night of Love, December 12th. It will represent some of the children we've been working with, some of the musicians that we've been working with, and a virtual art gallery of a lot of their artwork and the children's artwork as well. So please, at this stage, it's the holiday time. Please look into your heart. No matter what you can do, if it's $5 out of your pocket, this will help move forward our online programs going into January, along with doing live events as well. And hopefully, we'll be able to do that very, very quickly.
Tell us about Hugs and Smiles.
So I formed Hugs and Smiles to bring solutions to children who are in trouble, getting into trouble after school. And I don't care what financial status you're in. It doesn't make a difference about the religion, the culture, the color. They were having problems because there is nowhere to go after school. The schools have taken out music, dance, and art programs, which literally I think is one of the biggest mistakes that they could have done, because everything comes from the heart. The arts heal the heart. So I also know a lot of musicians who have been here in Miami and who have become very well known at this point. And he said, Tina, if I did not have a place to go for music, dance, and art in my school, I don't think I would be alive today. And I've been hearing this over and over and over. So today, more than ever, we really need to be able to help these children grow into the next segment of their life. And in addition, Hugs and Smiles is providing a career path for kids in college, third and fourth year kids who are looking for an opportunity moving forward in music, in dance, in art, in social media, and website development. We are looking for you today. So if you're interested in moving forward and you're finishing up your last year of college, I want to hear from you. This is where the next generation is going to go. So there are so many opportunities moving forward for kids, for dancers, for musicians, for artists. And please help us do this together, because the kids, the county, and the country needs your help today, not tomorrow. We need your help today. $5. If everyone gives $5, we will make a difference immediately. So I'm looking forward to hearing from as many of you out there. We're open, we're here, so please call me.
What
Tina.
age group do you work with?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I beg your
What
pardon?
age group do you work with?
8 to 15 is the basic age range, but because of COVID, it's really been very interesting because now I have the little kids that are coming along that are so excited. I've got clips of a lot of things that I've done in the last 6 months. Been very grateful to be able to do online programming at different events. So we did it online with a Weiss for Kids, which is a gym for kids. He had a summer camp program. He brought me in. I worked with the city of Fort Lauderdale for one day. They shut down, unfortunately, because of COVID. I was working up in Victory Beach, at Victory Church up in Riviera Beach. They had a big space that on the podium we were doing dance classes. You will see some of these children in our production on December 12th, along with a lot of the art and the artists that have been representing Hugs and Smiles and who have been helping me along, because I could not do this alone. It takes an army. I just am the nucleus, and I need as much help as I possibly can. I can get right now.
And,
So-
Kenny Love was nice enough to introduce us to you. You were on his show, and one more fitting than to have a man who talks about love every week, every day of the week.
Every day of the week, and he is my sponsor. So he gives out roses to everyone. He loves everyone. It is really quite astounding. So he is my sponsor for this show. Please tune in. It's really an important factor. We've got every walk of life. Like I said, every race, religion, color, culture. It really is quite amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to it, and with the amazing people that have been around me and really supporting me.
Well, let me ask you, where are people tuning in? Where are they going to be able to see it?
They're going to see this on Eventbrite. I'm putting that up next week.
Okay.
So you will hear about it. My whole entire shopping cart is changing. There's going to be a lot for sale. Prices are incredible. It's the holiday time. So now would be the time to really buy a beautiful piece of art that, by the way, is 50% donation, is 100% donation. 50% goes back to Hugs and Smiles, and 50% goes back to the artist who created it.
And the memorabilia also,
The
a
same thing with the
percentage,
memorabilia.
50-50?
Yes, indeed.
Goes back to, okay, there you
Yes.
go. That's
You
a
got
nice.
a lot of stuff sitting on the table in front of you. Ken.
But
What do you
that's
have
the
over
giveaway.
there?
Wait, we'll get to
Oh,
that.
those are giveaways?
Well,
We'll get
That's
to that.
I want
in
to
a
say
second.
I want to say what had me get involved with Tina and Hugs and Smiles. So I call her Tina Love because that's what I call Dawn Love, Freddie Love. So I went over to Fitwise and did a Roses for Change, and I gave out roses to all the kids at Fitwise. And what I saw was these kids were so inspired by the music, art, and dance she was providing for free. So I was so inspired by that. And then when she had Victory Church, I went up to Victory Church. I did a Roses for Change. I watched all these happy kids, so inspired, learning instruments, learning dance, learning art. So they couldn't wait for Tina to show up and have these classes. Plus, she's got free online classes. She does everything for free. So, Tina, how do people contribute the $5 or whatever they can?
Okay, well, you can go to my website, which is hugsandsmiles.org. HUGSAND smiles.org. And there's a donate page. So whatever you can do, that would be amazing. I would so appreciate it, because as of the middle of January, our classes start again, and it's a 6-week class program. And in addition, after those 6 weeks, we choose the best of the best, and we showcase, we do an exhibition with whether it be the dance group, whether it be the artist group, whether it be the musician group. We do exhibitions, we showcase that on different platforms, and they become the ambassadors for their schools. So I will show up with them to start promoting Hugs and Smiles and make sure that they are noticed, they will have certificates, and we will have gifts for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, kids are our future love. I always say that. So Tina is inspiring these kids just to love, like, music, art, and dance, love other kids. This is a place where they stay out of trouble, and they end up doing something really amazing that inspires them. And again, they're our future. So I love watching these kids. I mean, I was so moved, touched, and inspired by what Tina's doing for free.
Thank you so much, Kenny.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
And who's teaching all your programs? And everyone is donating their time as well?
literally the last several artists and dancers have all been online for free because they love what I'm doing. We're hoping eventually I will start raising money with your help, the government's help, my sponsors' help, and everybody else who could just contribute a little, so I could actually pay the teachers moving forward. Because I really don't feel comfortable at this point just allowing them to do it for free. Everyone deserves to get paid for their time and their effort and how hard they've been working to really get this mission and vision out. So it's really a blessing, and I am so excited about the future, and I know this is going to go worldwide. That's really my vision, is taking this worldwide so every child has an opportunity to have the arts in their life for free, because this is going to help them excel in other areas of their life.
Fred, I want to talk about the memorabilia that we're going to be able to share here.
Yes, which there's a bunch over there, there's a bunch over here, there's a bunch over here.
You got
there's a
Buddy
bunch over
Holly.
here.
A lot of this is old school, and a lot of these pieces are incredibly, incredibly affordable because, as you always say, what is it, a drop at a time?
To
A
fill a
nickel at
bucket.
a time to fill a bucket. It's one drop at a time. It doesn't have to be a deluge of a gallon. A little bit at a time. It makes it affordable and an enjoyable piece. And no better time than the holidays to give to somebody you love that you do not have to go shopping for. We can feature all of the pieces right here virtually, and then proceeds go back to help these kids and the Hugs and Smiles Foundation and the Florida Love Show. And it's a win-win for everybody. And you have you get to put a smile on your face, and then you get to put a little smile on somebody else's face at the same time.
Well, it's really cool because you have old school and you're helping the kids, which is new school. And don't feel bad, because when I used to coach 30 years ago in football and baseball, I was a volunteer. And I did it for 21 years.
Wow, that's
I didn't
beautiful.
accept
Amazing.
one nickel. I paid to coach. And my kids are a product of that. Mata, which you met, is a product of that. I signed kids to baseball contracts. All of this was done after school. You see, in the day, the parks became our classrooms.
Right.
Exactly what you're trying to do right now. And do you know that the betterment of all this was? You keep the kids off the streets.
Yes, yes, and they collaborate, and now they have they actually have a family, you know, because at home they're getting a lot. Unfortunately, there's a lot of negativity that's going on in the world. But if you get a group of kids together playing, creating something together, this becomes their family. They feel like they have a safe haven.
That's right.
So they look forward to that. They might have to go home. They go home every night. But you know what? If we have it once a week or even twice a week, at least they know there's something to look forward to, which is what everyone needs. It's not only the children, it's the parents, it's the world. We all need something to look forward to.
That's
Now,
true.
now Anthony, who's from the Milagro Center, where I did another Roses for Change, he's part of Hugs and Smiles, and he has been inspiring the teens, which have been getting involved with Hugs and Smiles. And
Correct.
we had them on the Florida Love Show. They all of a sudden went from the streets to straight A's just by playing the drums. So that's what Tina is creating with these kids. So that's what's so inspiring. And that's how come I love sponsoring what she's up to.
Thank
Are
you.
these all
Thank you so much.
underprivileged kids? Do they have to be underprivileged?
No, they do not.
with-
No,
okay.
they do not. Like I said, no matter, even if they're
I
privileged.
hate that word. As I'm saying it to you, I'm thinking that is the word. That's like saying special needs. So can I like delete, hashtag delete, I never said that? Because that's just a
challenge.
horrible thing.
It's just challenge. Children are challenged today, no matter what.
Everyone's
financial-
challenged right now, right?
Exactly. No matter what the status is. Like I said, there are people who I've known I have a lot of government friends in Broward County. I know that they are struggling. I also have very high-end friends who are single parents, and they can't find their kids, and they are financially set. These kids are having they're having a problem.
Kids are having a hard time right now.
They
Yeah,
really are.
Now, the other thing I always say on the Florida Love Show is no judgment. Love is the absence of judgment. It's the absence of labels.
True.
Once you use
Amen.
language and you say something like underprivileged, we separate. So I just say kids.
They're
I
just
love
kids,
Just
right.
kids.
Just kids.
So it doesn't
Of all walks of
matter.
Helps
life.
all kids.
All
But
different races.
Anyone is welcome
All
to be
human
part of
beings,
Hugs
all
and
kids.
But I
Smiles.
got to tell you, I was a coach in the Warriors football, which is in Pelham Bay, which is a well-off situation. And my coaches, I had 12 of them. We all decided to go into the South Bronx, Yankee Stadium. We went to different parks where nobody would go. No coach would go. I mean, I saw some football players in there because they were tough, but you're talking about us, right? And we went in there and we signed some players to the Condors. And I wish Freddie was here, because Freddie used to say to me, Dad, those guys look kind of tough. I said, they are tough, because you had to be tough in the day to grow. And you know what I'm talking about. You had to be tough in the day into these neighborhoods. And I used to go in there with my Condors colors, and I used to sign kids to come play at a higher level. And I took them up to Connecticut with the Bluefish used to play, and that was minor league baseball. And I took them there, not because they were good enough, but because I wanted them to experience what that taste was like. Do you know how many kids I put through college because of that experience? So you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing on. And when people tell you no, you go, okay, thank you. You go to the next door.
I do that.
That's all you got to do.
That's what I do. It's my calling and my mission. I can't even imagine doing anything else. This is it.
She understands why I did it for 21 years. Do you know the Warriors, when Freddie and Gio got out of the system and I came back to coach, I said, why are you here? I said, why are you here? And I go, yeah, but your kids just graduated. I says, and there's my coaching staff. And there was Freddie, and there was Gio, and there was the rest of my coaches. And they stayed with the program until Freddie was, I think, 18 or 7, whatever. They stayed with the program because they could, and they wanted to give back. And Gio and Freddie had 5 years between them. That was tough. But, you know, sometimes it isn't logical to anybody else except you. A calling doesn't
Welcome
have...
to our world.
But a calling doesn't
there you
have
have
logic. It doesn't have any logic. It's a feel. You do it when everybody else says why. You say, why not? Anyway, she has gifts. She doesn't come empty-handed, this woman. And she has some gifts on that table. Why don't you tell people what that's all about?
Okay, so once again, I just want to thank Kenny Love, for actually donating a whole bunch of DVDs and CDs to me. So basically, because we were doing a live event, I was going to be giving away a lot of these things to the kids. So what I did is I packaged up a lot of the DVDs, and they're for kids, and they're groups of 4 CDs. But what I'd like to do at this point is literally go to the hospital, or one of the administrators from the hospital, if you're available, to come and pick them up for the kids, especially for Christmas. But what I would like to do is maybe we can find a day that a couple of my musicians can come to the front lawn, and the kids who are unfortunately in the hospital, we could do a little show for them, and we could give them some of these gifts. So it's really up to you whether you want to come to the Brooklyn Cafe studio to pick them up, or if you want to get in touch with me, please do. I could bring a lot of other CDs. I've got many more things at home, sitting in, it looks like a storage place, sitting to really be given to children. So if you'd like to, please give me a call. The number is 954-501-0524. My name is Tina Weiss. So please take advantage of this. The kids really need help. They'll have some fun. They could share all of the DVDs. Some of them princess DVDs. Some of them are for a little older kids, but they will find what they're looking for.
Yeah,
So please
there's
get in
also a
touch.
lot of Disney CDs
lot of
and
DVDs.
DVDs.
A lot of
And
Disney.
I could do a Roses for Change with the kids
Yes,
in the
you can.
hospital, so that would be great if a hospital administrator or someone who could use these.
Correct, correct. With a couple of my musicians,
school.
we would love to have you.
Where we call
So please
Roots-
reach
Roots
out
Wing.
and contact
Oh,
us.
absolutely.
We have somebody we're going to call. And they're huge in the to
the
help
schools.
our kids with the schools.
That would be
And we
fantastic.
give them a holler, and I'm pretty sure if we give them a holler, they'll show up here any minute to take them off your hands, because they also reach out to the public school system, and they have over 1,000 in their umbrella. So that's a phone call we have to make. But you know, I have to applaud, because you know it's one of those things that when you do it, you're not looking for the applause, you're not looking for the thank you, thank you, thank you. You're just looking at the gleam in the eye when you help these people, when you do what you can do. You know, I was telling you, I got 2 turkeys right here. I was driving down,
Oh, we got to call them.
and we got a call, the law group, and I want to thank them. I haven't had a chance to thank them, and I got 2 turkeys. The guy said, "You want 3?" I said, "Man, do I look that bad?" I said, "Wow." But I gave one
Freeze
to where Linda works, and we gave these out. And I'm picking up a whole bag of these because They loved them.
Actually, Kenny, these, I don't have mine on, came from you also, so we
Yes.
want to get in touch with her. You took
Yes,
her
they
card
came
home.
I'm
with
coming
Debbie McCarthy.
Wednesday. I have an appointment to see her to pick up a bag.
Yes.
And I'm taking her down to a senior home, and whatever's left over, I'm going to take her to another senior home. And what I would like them to do is just to send a thank you to the girl, which is all she wants. These are all for free. But it's amazing how when you do this kind of work, it pours in. It just comes from every direction. And to have the memorabilia and studio, which, I love this stuff. I think these are the best.
Thank you.
Reminds me of my brother, these pieces, when he was alive. It's just that you're touching so many different people in so many different ways.
Thank
And
you.
then at the end of the day, you're helping somebody. That's really what I think. That's what Kenny's message has been
Absolutely.
since I met this crazy
Spreading
man.
love in the
Right.
Florida community, transforming the world with love. That's exactly what she's doing, spreading love all over.
And that's really what it comes down to.
Tell us about your show tomorrow. It's a special Thanksgiving edition.
Yeah, so it's a special Thanksgiving show. I'm very excited. It's going to be dedicated to all the moms out there to thank you for giving us life, and we're going to love you. And every guest who's going to be on the show, we have the mayor of Coral Springs, Scott Brook. We have Linda Summers, an author. She's incredible. She just wrote a book. We have Dina Rahill, who plays like vibro acoustics with lights. And we're also going to have Sharon singing. But everybody's mom, who's the guest, will be displayed in a slideshow. And it's going to be just an incredible loving of all the moms of the world on Thanksgiving to thank them.
Beautiful. It's going to be a great Thanksgiving for some, and it's going to be tough for others. So just know that there is so much help and hope and love out there. Just reach out to someone. If we can help you, if Kenny can help you, if Tina, if one of our other resources can help you, please let us know, because it is not going to be the easiest for everyone. No matter how you slice it, it's just not the same right now. So we do what we can do.
And if you see somebody that needs help, don't wait for them to ask you. Just go over, put your arm around them.
Or not. Give them a high five.
Or give them a high.
Boom.
Yeah, well, I forgot about that.
And say, I love you.
That's
I
it.
find I say I love you, and then they'll share. I always just say I love you.
All right. Tune in tomorrow,
everyone.
Florida Love, 3 o'clock. Special day and time because of Thanksgiving. It will re-air on its usual day and time, Friday at 3 o'clock. But tomorrow you're going to get a sneak peek on the live version of it. Tina, thank you so much. And we've got so much great memorabilia here. I guess we're going to put a spot together for this and
Whole
highlight some
wall
of the pieces.
and coming this way, yes. I'm going to put the memorabilia rush on. And I got already a piece in the lobby.
I saw that.
I may have somebody for him to buy the TV.
Fantastic.
I made a phone call yesterday.
I love it.
And they may buy it to put in a department store. So to be continued, you're going to see an old TV in the gallery. It's going to be fantastic.
A lot of stuff coming
I
up.
want to say thank you again so much that you believe in me and my mission and Hugs and Smiles and what we're trying to do to help these kids who really need it right now.
Thank you.
And once the children are happy, the families become happy.
Yep.
Instead of the opposite way. So you know what? Now it's time to start rethinking what we're doing and really give hope and joy. And that's kind of what I'm doing.
Do you have a website?
I do. hugsandsmiles.org. HUGSAND smiles, SMILES.org. So please go check out what we do, see what we've done through COVID. It's been very challenging, but I just forged forward. I haven't slept. So during Christmas, I think I'm finally going to have a night of sleep.
And I love on the website when the kids go, Hugs and Smiles. It's just incredible. They're so happy. Hugs and Smiles.
You
It's
know
so
what it
beautiful.
is? It is all about the kids and putting a smile on someone's face. So that's what it's all about. It's what we try to do here every day at the Brooklyn Cafe. And of course, Florida Love, that is what they are all about. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Stay safe, everyone.